The disappearance and murder of Gabby Petito would actually bring another case to light. But before we get started, welcome to True Crime with Maneater. If you love all things true crime, including missing person cases, cold cases, and just the strange happenings of the world, you've come to the right place. Be sure to subscribe and turn on alerts so you never miss a video upload. Let's get started. Daniel Robinson was said to have a passion for adventure. He loved to travel, but he was always in contact with his family. He very much loved and valued his family. Fittingly enough, Daniel Robinson was a geologist. Unfortunately, on June 23rd, 2021, Daniel was last seen leaving his worksite in Buckeye, Arizona. Apparently, he was driving his 2017 blue-gray Jeep Renegade and was believed to be heading west and deeper into the desert terrain. And from that point forward, Daniel just vanished. On Tuesday, July 19th, 2021, Daniel's vehicle was found by a rancher, and it was a little over 2.5 miles away from his work site, and it was found in a very remote part of the desert. The rancher who found the vehicle did report it to police, and police did a ground search and a drone search. The vehicle was recovered, but Daniel was not. Inside Daniel's vehicle were his clothing, his boots, his wallet, his phone, and his car keys. And what's even stranger, the vehicle had experienced more than 40 ignition cycles after it was crashed. Nobody knows if Daniel had been driving the Jeep and crashed and began trying to turn over his car to obviously get out of the desert, or if it happened during the towing process. Detectives would pull Daniel's phone records, and they determined that he didn't make any phone calls or send any text messages after leaving the site. Apparently, a few days prior to when Daniel vanished, some strange things had been going on. The coworker that last seen 24-year-old Daniel Robinson said that Daniel arrived on site and was just saying things that didn't make sense to him. And then after about 15 minutes, he suddenly just left. Daniel also worked a side job for a food delivery service, and apparently he'd met a woman while working this job. So during a delivery on June 12th, this woman invited him to hang out with her and a friend. Apparently in the days after that one hangout, texts would reveal that Daniel Robinson showed up at the woman's house unannounced, even though she asked him not to. And according to this report, Daniel had told his family that he was in love with this woman, but the text messages showed that the feelings were not reciprocated. In this report, the family also said that his Instagram account had photos removed after he vanished. Daniel's father does not believe the police handled this as timely as they should have. The family did request a helicopter search on the day after their son went missing, but this was denied and wouldn't go through for another day. On June 24th, police were also dispatched to Daniel's house to have them check on it to make sure Daniel wasn't there or if he needed assistance to help him. So they did arrive, but they never went inside, and they wouldn't go into Daniel's apartment until July 7th, which was nearly 2 weeks after he had been missing. So authorities did lead a search group, but since then it's mostly made up of volunteers and Daniel's family and friends. They're determined to find Daniel. Daniel's father, David, would go on to say that it took an unfortunate missing persons case that captured the nation's attention that my son had a shot at being heard. He was referring to the Gabby Petito case. Although human remains had been located during the search for Daniel, they weren't Daniel's. David, Daniel's father, would post to Facebook saying, "Today marks 1 year that my son went missing. To the world, it's 1 year. To us, the parents, the family, it's every day, one after the other, a continuous moments passing by where hope is always shadowed by dismay. Somehow, day after day, the will to keep searching, triumphant over losing hope. I will keep doing everything that I can as a father to fulfill my birthright of protecting my children in every aspect, their honor and justice they deserve." Geologist Daniel Robinson is not just a missing person. He's a scientist, an entrepreneur, a would-be young millionaire, a future president if he chose to. Most of all, Daniel is our son, a brother, a cousin, a nephew, grandchild, and friend whose presence is missed in our lives. I still retain hope that he will be returned to us alive and that we will continue our lifelong journey with this great man with us. Daniel's family and friends are still searching for him. If you have any information, I'm going to leave the contact information in the description below. Daniel's family does need volunteers, so if you're in the Arizona area, please consider helping them. They also need donations to obviously do these searches. So if you can donate, it would be of great help to the family. Even if you just take to Facebook and share a news article about him or a video, anything will greatly help this search for Daniel. But that's it for today, guys. If you like this video or any other video on my channel, be sure to subscribe and turn on alerts so you never miss a video upload. I'm not going to ask for video suggestions today. Instead, I would like for you guys to go into the description of this video and check out all the things that have to do with Daniel, the volunteer schedule, the donation group, anything you see, maybe just share it, because even if you can't donate, I know not everybody can donate, maybe somebody else can help donate, but they might not know about it until you share. Thank you so much, guys, and I appreciate all the support. I hope, of course, that Daniel is found and his family has some peace. See you next time.